Greetings. You know, I want a lot more people to be talking about racism and its systemic and structural nature, not only in the United States of America's settler colony, but across the globe. This is a system that's been set in place by European colonialism and has entrenched itself into the culture, into the United States, of course. And not enough of us are talking about it. In addition, a lot of us are not talking about it clearly, because a lot of times we confuse racism and prejudice, which are two different things. And we need to be clear that racism, in one definition, a very good definition, is that racism equals prejudice plus power. If we think that racism is only name-calling or some of the more overt kinds of things, like Confederate flags or how, you know, the white supremacist groups have appropriated the swastika and other symbols, things like that. That's not all of it. It's not just, you know, this emotion of hate that we often ascribe to being at the core of racism. But actually, that's not it. The issue is around power. And it's the issue around the ability for, generally, European people to create systems that disadvantage people of color, people of the global majority, indigenous people. So we have to look at this structural power that is backed up by military forces. Yes, the United States military forces, National Guard, back up the system of racism. Just like we are starting in a much deeper way to look at how the policing systems, the police departments, people, but mostly systems, are running and supporting and sustaining and benefiting from this system of racism that has been horrendous to the lives of particularly African people here and indigenous people, but people across the globe. So we have to have these deeper conversations, and we have to be clear about definitions, and we have to be clear about, in our identities, how we are situated within these systems. I would love to have these conversations with people. They are hard conversations, but I'm available for this. And we should have these conversations toward action in dismantling the systems of racism, of patriarchy, of colonization. So we have to have these, if we care at all, if we have any iota of compassion in our hearts, we have to have these conversations. And it should be now, and it should be deep, and it should be often. Let's talk.